Hey y'all, as you know, I am an avid reader of literature that increase my mind span of how we function in this life. And I have been reading The Good Life, and it has dropped so many gems in my spirit that I wanted to share this information with you all. And one of the most profound things in the book that I already knew, but I had to see it on paper for me to really understand it, and the thought process of our attention, how we focus on things in this world, and how our attention can sometimes be scattered and all over the place. I know that sometimes you hear people say that time flies, or the week went by so fast. And in the book, it explains that sometimes our monotony of life, our routine of life, just going through this life in autopilot can cause us to feel like time is flying by because we are not being intentional about our attention that we're giving to a person or a job or a business that we're operating in. We have a sense of autopilot that we're going on and on and on, and not really taking the time to be present in what we are doing. So the book does talk about how we can be more intentional and being present in what we're doing in our daily lives. It talked about a concept of being mindful. Mindful is like a trend happening in social media and in the media that you want to be mindful. And the book explains that the mindful practice came about for people who were of a terminal illness, and it allowed them to be present in the moment instead of thinking of what ultimately will happen if they're not here, or thinking about the past, to be present in their body that very second. And I thought that was amazing. I never knew that was where the terminology of mindfulness, the practice, came or was developed out of a sense of helping those who have a terminal illness. It was mind-blowing and mind-opening. And so what the book does say about attention is that let's try to be in present with what you're doing. That will allow your mind to know that the present of today is what we should be focusing in on, instead of the past, instead of the future, that we are focusing in on today, right now, me talking to you, giving you information that I learned out of The Good Life book. And so I will be using this practice in a way that I am more present with my family, that I'm more present with my husband, that I am more present with my kids. So I hope that this gives you some insight onto why do we always feel like time is flying by? Because we are on autopilot. We are just moving through the day, moving through the monotony of time without really fully being present. I hope this helps. Be blessed.